chairman and director of Go Foresight Institute, which works on designing concepts to implement policies. In our case, EU policies. And the second of all, I'm a consultant at Smarties company because I like to walk the talk. It means what is designed there, how to implement it in real life. So thanks to that, Smarties was also presented yesterday its solution. We come back a little bit later on, and also supported this event. Okay, just to give you a brief overview first about geography, where we are, how we are positioned, where we find identity. We heard yesterday about identity, so that's where we are special of. Development gap in Europe, where it is. Then third, cities. What are the challenges of the cities? And EU digital agenda. And then just briefly about the city, because the cities used to exist 2,000 years ago, and it will exist next 1,000 years, but there is not for sure which countries will remain more or which less. It doesn't mean that we neglect the role of the state, but nevertheless it is important to see what's the role of the cities. And just briefly about Smart City Platform. So about geography, we see that we live, and I could say, in the best region in the world. Really, it's really great, lovely, south of south of the Alps. On one side, Adriatic Sea, then we have Danube, a lot of water, green. If you see in the global scale, the area where we live is really wonderful. So then we are really attached with the various policies. Here is just one old, the yellow one is Southeast Europe cooperation process. So where we are positioned, where it is expected from Slovenia and Croatia to contribute, to give its share. And the blue one, you see, it's a new strategy of the EU, it's EU Danube strategy, where it will be also a lot of opportunities for development. So just a bit on identity where we are. So then cities. Today we speak about cities, and here we see where is development gap in Europe. So I base this presentation and our work from the perspective of where are opportunities for economic development and where cities can play the role. So here we see in various domains the smart cities around Europe, and also where there is a gap in the region. So how it is consist by smart grids. Then we have citizen-centric government, social responsible management, intelligent transport, cross-border systems, very important that we will not lock ourselves into one country. And of course, smart cities can be drivers of that. Next, digital agenda, and where is the gap of the cities? So, like countries, we have on one side, the challenges of the cities are limited natural resources, changing population, and declining budgets. That's on one side. On the other side, we have innovation and the chances to innovate, social networking, so it all social media. Our kids do not communicate anymore with emails. They use completely other tools. And digital solutions. So that's where we focus also and where we evolve towards smart city or city of the future. But first of all, what is the smart and who to serve? Yesterday we heard about 4 visions. Vision from IBM, vision from European Commission, but at the end of the day, to whom this vision serves? So we come back to that. But nevertheless, I like to be simple with the complex issues. And one simplicity and simple thing is definition of smart. So it means that we do more with less resources, because we don't have resources, but we need to do more, because citizens, companies, stakeholders expect from the cities to deliver more. So that's, I see, the whole concept of smart, I would focus and put into this very simple definition to do really on an intelligent way with the use of IT to deliver more with the less resources. Okay, let's move further. European city. Here I like very much an architect, Boris Podreka. He identified our region. He was born in Trieste, working in Belgrade, Zagreb, is living in Vienna. And that's where is also our advantage. I do not really like neoliberal model, but that's the reality where we live in. And in neoliberal model, you know, we always say, what is the competitive advantage? I'm pretty much sure with the French way of Piketty and so that we find new ways of economic developments and are coming from various angles. You can challenge me on that, but nevertheless, on this competitive world, Europe, what is the specialty of Europe is this European dimension. It means that, I like this, the main comparative global advantage of European metropolises is in their more human and diversity tolerant archiculture. And this archiculture means that we are different than Dubai, Abu Dhabi, or the new cities that are built all around the world. So I'm working with, okay, here criticize a bit England, so England can be also nice, so it's true, but nevertheless that's our central Eastern European identity of European city. Okay, we move forward. The city. Mrs. Chairman, how many minutes left do I have? 5? 3. Okay, I need to speed up. Okay, the city. It's the plan of the city from 2,000 years ago, Roman city. This year, Ljubljana celebrated 2,000 years of Emona. And around many stakeholders, players, we designed a model how it looks in the past and in a way today. I don't have a lot of time to explain, go into details, but sectors like house, water, energy, transport, a bit of economy and culture, they exist 2,000 years ago when they planned the city, and they exist now. Nowadays, only what we have new tools, that is knowledge, we need finances, we have legislation, mother state to taking care, how we behave, what we do, industry solutions to bring us there, and of course ICT. So what are the activities important? Governance, I put foresight, so we should be vision-oriented, planning, urban planning, management, entrepreneurship. So management is one of the key words, and we heard about the mayor, and nowadays good mayor is a manager. He needs to fix the street, he or she needs to deliver. There is no left or right. It's really little about politics. It's either you deliver or not deliver. Okay, that's about the future of cities, the concept of stakeholders. We come back there a bit. So how we evolve from this model towards the smart city platform, which is consisted by to-do list projects. And that's the very new thing that was this year introduced. Was also spoken yesterday about few pillars. And again, we see how city is composed. Every city, it's about house, real estate, it's about energy, water, transportation. And then my city services, because every city defined its role and its position. So see, this complexity is then handled, touched by various policies. Those are this line, various policies, and mayor is a manager. So that's we see the concept of smart governance, which involve stakeholders and deliver services to different stakeholders, and IT is only an enabler. IT is the bottom line. SAP, IBM, our local companies.